Alright, this is going to be a video of the 52-inch Heritage brand ceiling fan I got at the Habitat Restore. I got it because I volunteer there, and what I do for them is clean up and fix fans and lighting they receive a donation, make them more presentable and remember how they originally came in. Now, this particular model of Heritage fan has quite an interesting history. That is because back in the 90s, this was sold in Canada. I actually really have never seen or heard of this model until they got this one in. It's dated 1996. It's also undoubtedly a Canadian fan because at this point, a lot of models sold here had the reverse pull chain instead of reverse switch. Anyway, back in the early 2000s, though, Lowe's decided to make a model fan sold under the Harbor Breeze name. The model, by the way, is called Armitage, still sold today. That's also made by Heritage and pretty much looks identical. The only difference is the blade brackets are not quite the same style. They are a slightly different shape. Anyway, I'm going to demonstrate this fan now. Start to like it. See that works. I'm using a 160 watt equivalent energy saving fluorescent bulb, and it is a little bit dim because it hasn't reached full brightness yet. Anyway, turn it off. Turn the fan on now, and start with high speed. I did put a piece of tape on the blade brackets just to indicate RPM. It's probably going to go somewhere around maybe 155, maybe 160. It's not the fastest fan in the world, but it does push an okay amount of air, I guess. Not bad for how cheap it is. It's also fairly stable. Doesn't really wobble much. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to medium speed now and also show the fan from below. It's maybe going to spin at 145 to 130 RPM, give or take a little. And finally, for low, I'll show the light on to increase the frame rate. This is going to go around 55 to 60 RPM. And turn everything off. Stop the blades here. And I'm going to talk about some general information on it. As you may notice, the plastic pendants on here are kind of yellowed. I don't think I can really do much about them. I guess if the next owner of the fan wants to, they could paint them, but I don't know. Just really kind of makes the fan look a bit crappy, just because how yellow they are. I'll try and sand them, maybe that will work, but I don't want to ruin them or anything like that. Anyway, another thing is the fan did come with a third pull chain pendant that was shaped like a pig. It just looks so bizarre that I'm actually going to keep it for novelty purposes. Probably just put a generic looking pendant here for the reverse pull chain. Anyway, now I'm going to talk about the pros and cons. I like the fact that the fan does have quite a few features. As you can see, there are 5 reversible blades. One side is white, the other side is bleached oak. I put on the bleached oak side just to make the fan look a little bit more fancy and less plain. Another thing is it does have a unusual light kit with the dome. How you actually change the bulb in this is you'd unscrew this. See, there's the bulb in there. And I'll just twist that back. Also, if you don't like this style of light kit, you can just put a single globe on there, because the way Heritage designed this, if you just remove those screws, you can just put a standard light globe on there. I do like the dome light on it though, so I'm definitely going to leave it on there. Another thing I like is the blade brackets on this fan. They are kind of unique. Really haven't seen them on too many models, even Heritage fans. Not to mention, the hugger design is good for ceilings 8 feet or less. And if you're tall, like me, you install this on a ceiling, you're not really going to worry about bumping into the globe or anything like that. What I don't like, however, is the fan definitely is lacking in quality. All the parts are fairly cheap and flimsy, metal included. And also, these pull chains themselves, in addition to the pendants, are kind of starting to age and haven't really aged well. As you can see, that's kind of turning black. This actually used to be bright brass when the fan was new. Not to mention these are pretty yellowed, so might sand these, but I don't really know what I'm going to do about that. Overall, though, I'd probably have to give it 3 out of 5 stars, just because it does look somewhat presentable with the bleached oak side of the blades. However, overall, it's a pretty crappy fan. I wouldn't recommend either version, the Harbor Breeze one or this one, because quality-wise, you're not going to be really getting a good value. Anyway, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and there's lots more to come. Also, if you've ever seen either version of this, please let me know in the comment box below.